Counting in video. 3, 2, 1. Start streaming. Stop recording. Preview stream. Preview stream. Stop recording. Stop streaming. All right, we're good to go.
Hello and welcome everybody to the penultimate episode of this version of Dwarf Fortress.
Yep.
Joe teaches Al.
I'm Joe.
I'm Al. Now, first of all, if you want to go look up penultimate, we'll wait. You can just pause the video.
No, I forgot. That was more miscounting, not vocabulary. Oh, you're talking to the reader?
Yeah.
You're just assuming our readers are
our readers, the people who are reading this. This gets turned into a book in the future. I don't know if you knew about that. All of this dialogue is recorded very.
And then Joe hit Q
painstakingly
and moused over to the Dwarf Workshop, where he looked through left.
We will be continuing Dwarf Fortress stuff, but we will be in adventure mode after the next episode.
In adventure mode, because we wants to see. Especially I do. I never do venture mode, so I am pretty.
I stream it on Fridays for those of you who are interested in that. On Twitch.
Very true.
Twitch.com/Human Echoes. I think it's .com. Is it .com?
TV.tv.
Yeah, Twitch.tv. Holy crap, I said it wrong last time. I mean, everything about Twitch and how to use it is just the worst, and I hate it.
It's pretty amazing.
It's
really astounding.
But that's where people watch streams at, Joe, so that's where we're at.
Yes. We like people. So let's recap, are recovering from a goblin invasion that, I mean, it went well as far as they go. We won, and they left, but nothing I tried to do defensive-wise actually
all of
happened.
That build-up, and literally and also figuratively, with that stupid maze bridge you built.
It's really been stupid. It has been. It's been really, really stupid.
I mean, I wanted to see it. It's such a great idea. Like, you taught me. This is Joe Teaches Al, and I was like, oh, wow, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that in my fort if I ever get back to fort mode from adventure mode. Which, admittedly, I think is a little bit more fun, Joe. At this point,
you've said that's why we decided to split. You're like, I kind of really like adventure mode. And I was like, you know what? Let's run with that. Let's do that then.
But if I ever get back to Fortress mode, I was thinking that would be great. You know, you could get the guy's stuff and drown him and not have to fight them. And none of it worked.
No, nothing.
The cages worked. Okay.
None. Yes, the 5 cage traps I threw in randomly, without really knowing why. Got it built. Wow, constructive practice got hammered.
Are they the hammered dwarves?
So we are. They are just woo. Bombwreck is our trader? No, you're our trader. Bombwreck's our cook. Okay. So I am now going through and I am finding people who will be in the squads. We are rebuilding and moving forward.
Can we get Corella DeVille a whip? That's all I want.
Correct. Everyone survived except for the people we named after our viewers, so that's good. Man,
we can't. Whips cannot be forged by dwarves.
Can they wield them?
I think they can. Whatever low-quality specimens can be traded from human caravans and scavenged from invaders.
Because guess what we usually wind up with a lot of?
Invaders? Human caravans?
That too. Not that so much. Who is this guy? We have all these dwarves that are just like, hello, and I have no idea what they're doing. He's a pump operator? Oh, he's our bookbinder. Okay. That's fine. You get a pass, sir.
Keep that going. We'll definitely get that library done before the final episode.
Hey, we've got... It's a done.
Does it have the bookshelves in it? Yeah, it's not... You don't have all of our orange wood floors yet.
I mean, yeah. It's like it's like building a cathedral.
Fair enough.
Maybe you don't get to see it, but it's there eventually after your death. I don't even know what I'm doing.
You do need to build some boxes to store writing material and build tables and chairs.
We're going to go through this again. This is something that sort of tripped us up a bit earlier with the inn, where things were just weird. All right, so
we never did actually build sleeping places for our inn stayers, did we?
No, God no. That's something that would have helped. All right, let's see what is green. Where did all the fighting take place?
A lot of it right there. A lot of red just splattered everywhere on those walls.
Again, when stuff drops, here you can see this batch of bolts was dropped during the fight. Stuff that drops gets an automatic forbidden designation because they don't want dwarves running out
during the fight.
Wow, look at this. Yes, look at this. This guy just dropped a whole bunch of stuff.
Nice.
So, I guess I'm just gonna do corner to corner unforbid. That'll be fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Nothing.
Okay, now we go to equip. Weapon. Nope. Mechanical slaughters. Corella Deville. We don't need a specific one, right? If we have whips,
yes,
she will just take a whip. That is fine with us.
And now that I've learned that about whips, we talked about whips a little bit in the last episode. I'm gonna try to build a guy that uses whips in my adventure mode. It sounds like they are pretty OP.
So not to you don't have to go too much into it, but so how is adventure mode? You've been playing a lot of adventure mode to prepare for the switch over,
right?
How would you say that's been going?
It's been going okay. I've been learning a lot of stuff. My next thing that I'm gonna try to do, because combat is a little bit of a problem for me. I found out how to grind in combat. To sort of level yourself up by fighting sort of weak sauce enemies and not killing them. So you just keep fighting them over and over and on the beach. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing when I do my stream tomorrow on Friday, is when we record this on Thursday. So if you're listening on Monday, it wasn't. If you're listening on Thursday, though, I will be having a stream tomorrow on Friday.
What? Yes.
That's how time works.
Want to go over that again for the... No, I'm kidding.
No, I don't. I don't want to go over that again.
So now, okay, so we lost our manager, right?
I believe we did, yes.
I thought this was set up. All right, assign chair. I just made a new manager.
Can we
Where is he?
Get rid of Nil Agavas or whatever his name is so we can elect a new mayor?
Oh, so you want to revolt, kill the standing president. You want to kill Obama? Is that what you want to do?
Is that Obama? Is that currently... What are his term limits?
He just has to lose. They have to beat Obama. So it's not. We can't impose term limits to the best of my knowledge.
Okay.
Outside of using lava.
They hold an election? I'm looking it up right now.
It's actually a very good question. I have no idea. Also, why can't I find our manager?
Automatically elected from the most social dwarf.
That's no rector.
New mayor may be elected from time to time as your dwarves' social skills change.
On.
So giving those guys no job actually did help them. Possibly stationing them in the inn would also help them.
Yes.
Or in the meeting area. I don't know if you want to put it give them a station.
You know what? We didn't lose Donatello, so Donatello, you're just going to make all the coffins from now on. Make some coffins. Go nuts. Look at our hospital. Look at it go.
When an election happens, it's usually the dwarf with the highest social skills. Since children have nothing to do but socialize, they gain lots of social skills, which carry over when a child becomes an adult at age 12.
Yep.
It is not unusual for a 12-year-old to become mayor. Their chief competitors are... Who would you guess, Joseph?
Vampires.
Vampires is correct.
And wounded people.
It doesn't say that, but you're probably right.
Because they tend to...
Just hang out in the hospital and...
Yeah.
Remember Sodal? Sodal and his deal that was stupid?
That was probably part of why he became mayor, because he was in there so long, doing nothing. Whenever someone would come in, he'd probably initiate conversation, because we couldn't get a crutch for him or whatever. Yeah, I would imagine that had some impact. All right, so now we're trying to recover the fort.
Before we end the fort.
Yes. Corella's got her whip. The library we have to build. Okay. What's more important, burying dwarves or books?
Books, always.
Yeah,
can we bind books in dwarf leather?
Hello.
There comes the leaves from the mountain homes.
Excellent. The world is the same as it ever is. We just fought like 80 goblins over the course of 2 months. In discussion. We need sand.
I'm going to guess that they're probably not going to show up by the time that we are ready for it.
You know what? Us assuming things really doesn't go well.
Do you want to... what kind of fun did you have playing this world? Because you played it to completion... it's as close to completion as you could, so I can find it in adventure mode in the future.
Yes.
Which, by the way, I think I can just start in the fort if it's not dead.
Interesting.
But
okay.
What kind of experiences did you have in that? Were there any? Did that goblin invasion happen? in your playthrough?
I think I had one. Oh crap!
What?
Oh no!
What are you doing? What happened?
Our depot got destroyed during the battle. I don't know if the liaison showed up. I don't know where the caravan is. They might have bypassed our inaccessible fort. That would be very sad.
They wait a minute, don't they?
Hopefully. We're going to see. Also, we've stopped smelting gold. I don't know when the hell that was.
We ran out of gold. All those solid... What is this guy? Who are these seas?
Where?
The Red Sea that's coming across. Oh, he was carrying a dead cat.
Corpse.
Or a
Possibly
corpse.
a dead cat, yes.
Okay. I thought it was like, because it was red. Red is not a good...
Understandable.
Good color.
There's a bunch of dead dogs around the entrance. There's a lot of dead stuff around the entrance.
Can we butcher stuff that was killed in battle?
That is sort of hit or miss. Technically, I mean, if hunting, yes. The army kills it. In battle, it's a little iffy.
I mean, we're already good on the dog leather. Cruella de Vil is looking
we've got
fine right now.
Kitted out.
We haven't gotten that much fan art, but man, if somebody out there watching this likes to draw things and wants to draw a Cruella de Vil in her dog leather coat with her cute dog leather backpack and also
oh my god,
that looks like a dog.
I know exactly what the backpack looks like too, except it's real dog and it's terrible. It's so bad.
It has a little tongue sticking out. That's an actual dog tongue.
Yes, it does. This is very true. Do we have maybe some containers offhand? You just throw some containers in here and get this rolling?
I'm sure we have some kind of containers.
Hey, we do. Look at this. Olivine coffers.
What is olivine? We'll look it up. I'm the looking it up guy.
I think we need desks too. Hey, look at that.
It is magma safe, by the way.
Excellent. We have 99 granite thrones.
Well, throw some of that in there. We've been building chairs all this time. Somebody's just like...
That's pretty much what it seems like has been happening, yes. Is any of this suspended because people are poopy? Yes, it is.
You have to designate all of them individually?
If they suspend,
yes. Unsuspend. Okay, I see what you're saying. I thought you were building another floor somehow?
No, that is not what is happening. What happened is they panicked when they couldn't get down here and suspended building of stuff. I'll just let that run out now, and we'll see what gets done. I'm not sure what this guy's doing. What are you doing? You're sitting in your own vomit. That's great. Oh, it's Donald Trump!
He's a novice observer.
He is. Let's look through his...
He's a dabbling organizer.
He's rusty at swimming.
I could see that.
Adequate persuader. Rusty at lying. Novice flatterer. Adequate pacifier. Poetry. Music. I don't know what that means.
He wrote The Dear Loaf. You know.
Is that what that means?
I would assume so.
Interesting. I didn't think we could do that without the library quite set up. He's just sitting down here doing nothing because he's got no job.
Donald Trump in a solid gold bookshelf library sitting in a pool of his own vomit. Surrounded by lava is the best image that's ever come out of this game. There is no dispute. Except for the sexy dog leather Cruella de Vil, but
I don't know. There's a lot of there's a lot of contention there. It's hard to tell what is the best image. I don't know. Look at it. Yeah. So once you have your library set up, under artifacts, you get books. People are making codexes for us.
Who's making
the Tree, A Brief History. Did the Denial Falter?
Nice.
The Truth About Thithlu Whip Whisker. The Forest, The Easy Way. An Exploration of the Market. Adam Smith's here. New Trees. Strange Land Myths. Secret Quake Blood. The Elf in Theory. And the author, the Truth. He's making it. It's a book. Some books contain the secrets of life and death. They always say that. I don't know what it means. Also, who made this description? Written by Elime Autumn Thunders. Concerns the authoring. He wrote a book about the authoring of another book.
We don't have the Wise Foretell Afterward, though, do we?
The what?
The book that he's talking about. We don't have it. It's somewhere else in the world.
I don't see it, no. Apparently. Which one do you want to look at? Let's look at one more.
Let's look at The truth about that one.
Sapphire about, wow. The written portion consists of a 13-page essay entitled The Truth About It, authored by Iku Tufstedslaughter. It concerns the marriage of the elf and the elf. So he wrote this about his wife. It is stunningly self-indulgent, and overall the prose is amateurish at best. That's a bold move to write, tell all about your wife? It seems a little misguided there.
Well, they've been married for 65 years.
Okay, so Tithu, I'm going to look up Tithu. I actually don't know if she's in our fort. I don't quite know how that works.
She's an elf, right?
Is that what it said?
I thought it was an elf wrote about an elf.
Oh, I didn't see that. Why do we have elf books in here? People are probably coming to visit. Where did you get elf?
I thought that's what it said in the description. The marriage of the elf so-and-so to the marriage elf other so-and-so.
So it did.
Yeah, I can read, Joe.
Huh? Yes, you can, apparently. Apparently that's a thing you can do. You're a big boy. There's our army. I don't know what our army's doing on the right there.
Are they still stationed outside the fort?
Oh, they're grabbing all the locks live? I don't know what's going on here. Who are you? Oh, you know what? Yeah.
What?
This is the caravan. They might have met with our fleeing goblins. And now there's just a bunch of guys.
They don't have the wagon anymore?
Well, this is it. This is them coming in to trade.
The goblins destroyed the wagon. I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen.
I don't quite know how it happened.
Well, we do have a depot.
We do. Yep, it got built. And they are coming in. You're going to tell Albert Berg to get up here.
Albert Bert.
Trader needed Albert Bert. Anonymous. Oh my god.
Did you open all the doors back up, by the way? I guess everybody's popping in and out of there, so that's good.
Yeah, I definitely remember to do that. What I didn't do yet is take 8 for these bridges. Let's see. This time, I'm bound to get it. I didn't have this one I didn't have this one raise. That was the problem. These two did not raise, and I'm a stupid.
Okay.
Blocker. See? I would have just gone in and hit. Wait, are you... Wait.
What?
Not you. Because the shirt's there, I can't tell where that bridge... Okay. Nope, almost did it again. There. Alright. Oh, speaking of, we also can have Cruella de Vil come in here and start train squad individual equipment. Check. Now, if we have her train... How would that work? Would she just sit there and train if I have her train? Because I guess I'll alternate months? I don't want her to sit there in there and train until she dies. That's not what I'm looking for.
Not great. Not a great time.
So we're going to have her train. All right. This month on, next month off. We'll give that a whirl and see if I kill her.
Your expectation that the future is going to happen in this fort is also just adorable.
Well, it is, because you're going to come back. I want you to come in and see Cruella de Vil, the hero.
Yeah, but she won't have her whip in my version, because you didn't... I assume you did not give her a whip.
I tried to give her a whip. What do you mean?
No,
right.
The version that you saved forward.
I am a dumb person. We have too many handoffs.
Different versions of reality.
See, remember I talked about this before we started recording, that I would start to have split memories and not be able to tell which was which.
Which, honestly, and you mentioned that it did happen in a book, but you said, like, you know, time travel stories where people, like, go to in the time and they can't remember what happened in the real timeline and which happened in their timeline.
Both memories.
And I was like, I've never heard of that happening in a time travel story, but it needs to.
Yeah, and it does happen, and then I mentioned it happens in the Dark Tower series early on.
Yes.
I never finished the Dark Tower series because it got a little something. I don't quite know what the term is. But
self-indulgent on Stephen King's part?
I just stopped liking Stephen King's writing after a certain time period. I don't know if that was me changing or his writing changing. I believe his editors were just like, this is great! Whatever you hand in. Well, yeah, great! Everything's great!
Sometimes it still works. I think that he still has good stuff.
I've heard that Kennedy book is pretty good.
I picked that up and I was like really impressed with the first chapter, but I was like, I cannot invest the time in this right now. But I love Duma Key, by the way. That's the last one of his that was quote unquote new that I read, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And it's him talking about art. Like, that's a thing that he does, and you know, it seems kind of lazy in principle, but he just does it really well. He talks about the creation of art in his art.
Mm-hmm.
there's, you know, author insert characters or author insert characters, whatever. Not trying to diss Stephen King, by the way. Fans of Stephen King, you're fine. You're great. He's a good writer. I
mean, it's hard to diss. You can't be like, he's not a good writer, considering teachers arguing in the face of like
some people get popular, and you're like, what is why do people like this crap?
Oh, I could see that.
Stephen King is not one of those guys. He is a low. I mean, he's not writing highbrow literary fiction exactly, but he has some skills. Some serious writing skills.
Really, I mean,
and sometimes he sprawls a little bit too far.
Really loved it. Loved The Stand. I probably couldn't read The Stand nowadays. Again, well, the abridged version. I'm not even sure if you can find the unabridged version anymore.
It's just gone.
The hospital is.
They burned all of them.
Yes. Was it this timeline or?
Oh wait, never mind. That was the timeline where Trump won the presidency.
Can we just discuss
wait, that might happen still. Never mind. I've said too much.
No, look at the rock block stockpile.
John Teeter said so.
Who?
Man, get this some old school internet stuff. Who remembers John Teeter?
I do. Explain it anyway, because other people probably don't.
Thank you.
Whoever said that.
The dude who claimed to be from the a future version of America, had come back in time from a future version of America, where America had been split by civil war in 2008. I want to say he claimed it happened, and he was coming back to our time to procure a specific kind of computer that, because it was the only computer in existence that could uncompile a certain kind of code, from the 70s.
Sure.
You don't remember this, Joe? I can look up more details if you want.
I do not. I truly don't. None of this is ringing any bells. I thought you were maybe going Time Cube.
The IBM 5100. Yeah.
You did not go Time Cube.
I talked about... Did you... Oh, so you actually don't know about John Teeter?
No, I don't.
Oh!
When you said the name, I was like, oh, maybe that's the name of the Time Cube guy, but apparently he's not, and I have no idea who John...
Yeah, he claimed to be a time traveler. It was a big on the internet around 2000, 2001. And he had this sort of alternate history that he described. And I'm looking for the computer. So he said that he needed to come back to get an IBM 5100, needed to debug various legacy computer problems in 2036, a possible reference to the Unix year 2038 problem. Because in 2038, all of the Unix computers will freak out because they will max out their second counter. And the 32-bit systems, I believe.
And mankind will end. It was a good run, but Unix happened.
Well, he kept posting it after a while when his predictions were proved wrong, and he's like, well, I guess we're in an alternate version of my timeline, which is a really convenient version. It's just a fun story, though. I remember back in the day when I listened to Coast AM when they would talk about John Teeter, and I was like, this is fun. I don't, I think there's a part of me that back in the day believed it was true, but I don't care. What?
Albert, you're wounded.
Oh, no! Can I get to the thing?
You're thirsty, you're unconscious. Oh, look at all the stuff that's happened to you.
Oh, they hit my left leg, my left ankle, my left hip, everything on my left.
The third toe on your left foot?
My left hand is okay, though, which is what I write with.
Thank God. This guy's not one we know of. This one's no one that we
Can I make it? Can you give me a crutch?
Right now you're resting. Let's see what your...
Can I get to the depot? The trade.
Have we made... Okay, we have a medical dwarf. Let's see if I remember to do this. We go health. We've gone into this before, not been able to find people because it's just a mess. Maybe if I actually view you, I can see...
Oh, John Teeter's definitely the real deal, Joe, by the way.
Really?
I continued reading his Wikipedia page. It says, John Teeter also expressed an interest in mysteries such as UFOs, which remained unexplained in his time. Teeter suggested that UFOs and extraterrestrials might be travelers from much farther into the future than his own times with superior time machines, which is the truth, by the way. Anybody who's wondering what's up with UFOs, they are time travelers from the future for sure. It's the only explanation that makes sense.
Ability to stand lost. Ability to grasp somewhat impaired.
Can I crawl?
Need sutures, need setting, need sutures, need setting, need sutures, need setting, left ankle. Okay, you're out of commission for a bit. Our doctor's hard at work. You brought to bed, evaluated, you've been cleaned. That's good. So yeah, you'll walk again. I
will walk again.
We'll get you a crutch at the worst case scenario, but right now we need a different broker.
You know, you can equip in adventure mode anyway. You can just have a crutch that you use all the time, even if you're healthy, and like your crutch skill goes up. So if you do get hurt, you're just like, oh well, I've got this crutch.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, it doesn't slow you down.
We have to open up the trading to anyone. Whoever can come in here and trade first gets to trade.
Yeah, obviously they won't have my unique set of skills.
No,
that's a special set of skills, Joe.
How many?
Are you okay?
To lure in caravans and have them murdered by trolls?
you nailed it. That's exactly.
Love that. There's people keep coming in like, this is the greatest trade.
We got them murdered by the trolls before they got here this time, which I thought was pretty good.
Pretty good.
We have glass?
Sandbag.
Oh,
sandbag.
Yeah.
Is this going to be enough? I will tell you that the full caravan that came that year had enough sand. This, I don't know. Do they have glass? We're just gonna have to go for glass. Hello.
What happened?
I don't know what I did. No, I don't want to seize these goods. Cancel.
We can take them, Joe.
I wanted to search. What? Glass. They have some. We're just gonna take it. The stuff that isn't the raw.
If you keep seizing goods, do they keep sending caravans, or are they like, well?
From the dwarves themselves, I actually don't know. Good question. That'll be fine.
Oh, good. The Civil War is over, by the way. According to John Teeter, it ends in 2015.
Where the hell is our stuff? We have no stuff in the... Okay, we have to bring stuff to trade. I thought we just had stuff sitting here after eons of...
Such a great story. I'm not even paying attention to Dwarf Fortress anymore. I'm just thinking about John Teeter.
Dude, that's not cool.
I'm back.
Prepared food. Wolfgang Puck, you gave us your all. We shall trade it to get sand.
That's what we desperately... Oh, there's miasma happening.
Was there?
Yeah, in the stairwell. Might have some people retching and...
Yeah, there's some bodies around.
Appears
to be coming from here.
Body!
I don't know where it is. Also, they should be... Oh, wait.
It might be further down.
Stockpile. That corpse stockpile is just gigantic. Or just not gigantic enough. Whichever... They should be rotting in there, technically, but our supply is outstripping the demand for the worms.
I mean, it does still take time.
Yeah, but, I mean, man.
Cat's going in there to see his former friends. Like,
yeah.
You're dead. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Or chew on a goblin. Meow.
That's one way to take care of your cat overpopulation problem.
Muscle Mile. It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
I wish we could name that stockpile and maybe get a book written about it.
But you can't.
Does not seem like something that you can do, no. Getting there. There's some update. Oh, you can designate what things to be built. We could sort of... I haven't tinkered with that yet. Alright, do we have stuff to trade yet?
At some point, when we're in Dwarf Fortress mode, or Adventure mode, we'll be able to do performances. That'll be fun. Especially if we're not very good at it, we'll just like mumble through and everybody's like, you suck!
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see that. I don't know what these are in red. Anyone at home, why the red ones can't be traded and what that's all about. Whoa! Sure, whatever. That'll be fine.
I searched trading red, and the first ones were a giant red panda.
Well, we have to get... Oh, I should look at cages. Let's get some more animals. That's silly not to look at cages. Donkey, cat. We'll take all of those. Yes. No, I don't want. I want to do this. They're making 75. I guess I shouldn't ask you.
Items in red have been seized from another caravan and cannot be traded as is. You need to decorate them or turn them into other items for them to become "quote unquote" valid trading items.
That's fantastic. I had read that, but never Yes.
However, usually a caravan from a different civilization will accept stolen goods without changing them first. So this was, well, I mean, we weren't just, what were we supposed to do? Just leave them laying around?
Yeah, that's kind of a, yeah.
That's not theft. Like, they got killed on their own, and we were just like, well, here's some stuff.
This is very true. You know, preaching to the choir here. It is absolutely, whoops, as Han Solo says, not our fault. Just wondering how our military is doing. Wonder who lived. That's what I'm wondering. If the people who lived had skills that they're now passing on to their pals, or if we're just training from scratch again. What was I doing? We have to now make the sand into glass.
Oh, I thought you were just going to stop with make the sand. I was like, no, that's already made in the fiery cauldrons of the womb of the earth.
Clear glass window. Repeat.
Novice poetry skill right there. Possibly not poet.
What? Who was that? That wasn't a thing.
It was a Dwarf Fortress joke, Joe.
That I got, but I wasn't paying attention.
I just said flowery language about sand. Sheesh. It wasn't important.
Was that original poetry?
Stay alive. It wasn't a poem. You're asking way too many questions about the joke that wasn't that funny.
I was tuned out. You were the one talking about some time-traveling computer geek for like 20 minutes.
Well, he's interesting, though.
We probably, I don't know. Do we have enough rock blocks?
Yeah. Come to beautiful Bootteached. See Muscle Mile and the giant room full of rock blocks.
Let's make more wood bins, because why not? Not wooden cabinets, wooden bins. Oh, I actually haven't checked if, again, I forget exactly what I update when. Let's see if this has been lifted. It is not. Good to know. What is Donatello doing? Make your damn coffins, sir. We've got dead dwarves everywhere.
Donatello nobody.
I don't know when that got canceled, but okay. Oh, he probably ran out of rock. Because he pops them out so quick they can't fill his stockpile fast enough. I'm going to make the stockpile a little bigger. That's what I'm going to do. Make this whole thing one stockpile. You can't stop me.
You're right, I can't stop you.
Oh, no, it didn't. It stopped me. The game. I hope the game. The game stopped me. Okay, I'm going to remove this stockpile, and then make a new one. Disable. Enable. Block all, but leave other stone. Permit. Man, that is a. And then we're gonna let's do this, and then that's gonna give to this. Excellent. Done. Bam. Shalak lak bam. Alright, I think we're sort of back on track. We got the library going. We got the stuff we need for the library going. Not sure why they haven't built these tables. Build these damn tables.
I didn't realize this either. So I'm in the caravan page of the wiki. It says, if a caravan has arrived at your trade depot and is unable to leave for about 6 months after they arrived, the merchants and animals will go insane. Just start attacking everything.
That's awesome. What if you could lure them into a room and then lock the room and then...
Well, you could just... I mean, if you have a drawbridge, you could just put the drawbridge up, right?
Yeah. You could build a depot in a room that has nothing else in it with no intention of using it and then lock them in there. Will that technically count against your civilization? Is that an act of war, or is it just like, whoops, they wandered into that room and the door shut and then they went crazy and died of starvation. And we took all the stuff and made things with it. Look at all the gold we have.
That's a lot of gold.
Yeah, it is.
Rumplestiltskin been hard at work with the straw.
I was thinking about that the other day, actually.
Rumplestiltskin?
I never realized how the story sort of went, where he was just like, my daughter can make gold. I've totally thought through this plan. And then I found that funny. That's your joke, by the way.
Ah!
You made it, I believe, in a Dwarf Fortress Let's Play.
Oh, okay.
You were telling the story of Rumpelstiltskin. Again, this is weird now. We're going into... Or maybe you told it in a different timeline. I don't know. But I never heard really the full thing. The full thing is that the guy's daughter's dad tells the king his daughter can make...
Oh, that part. Yeah, okay. I thought you meant Rumplestiltskin didn't have a good plan. He had a pretty good plan. He wanted a kid, and he traded a lot of gold for a kid because he had, gold wasn't a problem for him. Rumpelstiltskin's dad was an idiot.
No, the
daughter's dad. You're right.
But he had what did he want? What? Who wanted a kid?
Rumpelstiltskin. He's like, I'll spend the gold if you... Or was that a different version of it? I thought he wanted,
I don't know. You're the expert on Rumpelstiltskin in this Let's Play. I truly...
There's a lot of those fairy tales where somebody makes a deal and it's like, but you gotta give me your firstborn child. And the person, because they don't have a kid yet and doesn't understand that, I guess, cannot imagine themselves in the future loving their firstborn child, is like, all right.
What a deal.
But then, then he comes to collect and she's like, I've got to find a way out of this.
I mean, to be fair, back in those days, kids were like, I don't know, just nickels. They were just everywhere. Oh, I said nickels. Pennies.
Yeah, he offers the promise of the firstborn child. It's like the third day, too. Like, she gives him stuff, which is weird because he spends, like, in the second day, according to the story...
Isn't the daughter the firstborn child, then?
No. Her own firstborn child after she marries the king.
But the dad gets off scot-free?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Not a great...
So the dad's like, hey, my daughter can make gold. And he's like, all right, honey, you're on your own.
Hope the king marries you.
Like, what are you talking about? Why did you tell the king this? He was like, I don't know. I got my... What did the dad get out of it from the king?
His daughter's married to the king. I'm sure...
Oh, he gets the marriage?
Yeah, it's like nepotism, like power up times 11.
Okay, I didn't know that part. So yes, the dad gets... The dad's sitting pretty. Does he get involved in the story ever again? Like the doctor's going to work. It's pretty sweet.
No, he just like lives off in happiness because his daughter's married to the king and his grandkid doesn't get seized by Rumpelstiltskin.
So oddly enough, had the father made a deal for his firstborn, apparently he would have been fine with it.
Yes.
Because he just gives her up. Yeah.
According to the revised ending, by the way, Rumpelstiltskin in his rage drove his right foot so far into the ground that it sank in up to his waist. Then, in a passion, he seized the left foot with both hands and tore himself in two.
What?
Rumpelstiltskin accidentally rips his own body in half. Because he gets so mad. That's some Dwarf Fortress type material right there.
That's just bizarre. I'm making a soap shop. Because that's what we need now.
Okay.
But I don't think we've ever done this. You need to make a lye... Because of a bug... Man, where is this now? You need to make a lye stockpile with no containers. Buckets of lye will just... stack up, and lye is at the bottom. It's in misc, bottom of the food over here. So I think I'm going to lie on the stockpile. That goes here, and then Q, and we.
Forbid containers?
No barrels, no bins.
Yeah,
good.
Not forbid.
Then you need ash. You need logs to make ash, and then the ash tree makes lye from the logs. It's a pretty big process. Not gonna lie. That's why I kind of wanted to try and tackle it because, that's what we do here. We're going to make ash. We don't need charcoal anymore.
Are we just going to do like a montage of the soap or the glass getting made? Just like fast forward until it's made so we can have it ready for the final episode?
Yes?
Okay. Just checking.
I mean, we're so far behind. We only got 2 migrants, I think. Everyone's busy kind of just hauling corpses and kind of putting up stuff. It's
a little bit of a cluster, is what you're saying?
I mean, the floor isn't even done. What's that? Why is there a... What?
What?
Look at the bookshelf on the far right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's not done yet.
Did the other one get finished?
I don't know what that is.
Well, maybe that one is done.
It's an orange wood log. It's a book. Okay. Search? How do I... No, I don't want to search that. How do I... T? That's a gold bookcase. Why is it all crummy? Oh, these haven't been built yet. Wait, when they get built, they turn that color?
Yeah, that's dumb.
What?
I mean, it matches the floor, which I guess is cool, but...
That's terrible.
Yeah. I'm on your side.
That makes no sense there. Sheesh. Alright, well, at least they're...
Is Donald Trump just hanging out there still?
No, he's gone.
Can you look at are there more books yet? Or there goes somebody else to build the more bookshelf?
Nope. No.
No, they're all the same.
Did I make a...
I love that, you know, they said that it was a 13-page treatise. It's really just a magazine, right? Like, he just published a magazine with his wife's picture on the cover and, like, with the name, The Truth About So-and-so.
I mean, you have to think about this day and age. 13 pages is pretty... Yeah, I guess. Sort of. They're a codex. They're not really books either.
Right? That's just... I just love the idea of sort of one of those, like, supermarket trash tabloids. It's just like, this guy has made his own.
I like it's even worse than that, where it's like, it's like something, you know, someone leaves on the counter at Kinko's. It's like, I made this comic book. I'm going to leave this here. Goes around to all the Kinko's and puts them in. You distribute my comic book? Just like this Xerox with staples and... It's my wife. Photocopied picture of his wife. With very amateurish prose.
That's important. That's important to know that it's not very good prose.
Yes, it is vitally important. Whip Vine? Is that what we want to give Cruella de Vil?
No, it is not. Did she not get a whip? Did we ever find out if she got a whip?
I haven't checked, actually. We can check that. Once I get my stills back up and running. Sure. Military equip. Yes, she has a whip. She's not have a dog leather shirt. And she's in there practicing.
She's got her coat, though, right? Like, she's not walking around topless.
She's fully... She is...
Nobody would be interested in that.
Dress, I believe. She has a dress. Our squad is actually all doing pretty well. They're just missing boots and backpacks and shields and stuff like that. She's missing a shirt, a backpack, and a dog leather glove. However, if they're blue... Oh,
she doesn't have the backpack? I thought she had a backpack.
No, apparently not.
Well, that's disappointing.
Blue is okay. It means they're missing some stuff, but everything's covered. If they're red, that's bad. I also wanted to see...
I didn't know that. Even now, I'm learning things.
Look at this. She's just got a tinkle. She's now a dabbling lasher. Oh, yeah.
Novice swimmer. That's good to see. That's something you want to throw on your guys, by the way, when you're in... we'll get into an adventure mode, but you want to have a little bit of swimming. I found out, by the way, there's a way to get in the water that doesn't involve jumping. Because in the past, I've just been, like, hurling myself out over the river.
Yes. That sounds familiar.
It turns out you don't have to do that. You don't have to cannonball into the river every time.
Why wouldn't you? That's my question.
I don't know. I just like learned the jump key and I was like, well, I'll see if I can jump over the river. And then that was how I did it the one time. And then I just swam to the edge and climbed out. But that turns out not to be the way you do it if you're a real adventure mode player. And I'll be learning as we go a little bit, as I'm teaching as well.
Oh, yeah. No one's expecting Al to be.
But hopefully I'll have some idea.
And ideally, you know, I'll be suggesting things that, oh, can you do that? You're like, I don't know, Joe, let's try that. And then we'll die.
Yep. Well, there will be a lot of dying. Don't expect like one great warrior to last over many, many episodes. It's going to be like a lot of us sort of like, well, let's try this time with the Dingo Man.
I would like to ask, what should our naming convention be? Obviously, you don't have to answer this now, but I've sort of been thinking about that.
Yeah, well, the people can chime in if they want, because there will be time before we start. There will be one more episode of Dwarf Fortress with the regular Fortress mode after this. So your comments do matter. If you have my stream is currently titled, by the way, when I stream Dwarf Fortress, I call it The Many Deaths of Albert. Dwarf Fortress.
I have not been watching because I'm trying to stay fresh to adventure mode, but it popped on once and he was punching a cat. It was very exciting.
Might not have won that fight.
Might think the cat won. Okay, but so yes, we're gonna have obviously. I sort of would imagine more than one dude or dudette as we go through. It's gonna be a thing.
Yes.
Is there?
I thought you were asking what we're gonna name the guy at first. I was like, well, we can name them different guys all the time.
That's my point. Or are we gonna stick to a convention?
Oh, I thought you meant like, what are we gonna name the episodes?
Oh no.
Well, now it's okay. So I was right the first time, and now I feel really stupid.
Huh?
We'll figure it out in the moment.
No one knows what you're talking about anyways.
Thanks for watching, guys. 49 episodes, going on 50. He'll be back
no one's paying attention.
next week with the final episode in Bootteached in Dwarf Fortress mode. And we're not saying we're away from the Fortress mode forever, but we're going to be taking a break from this and doing the adventure mode.
Wow, one more left.
One more
You know,
day.
I'm going to try and, for this, not tables, try and lock in as many of these as I can while we... Oh good, we have 3 built. So that'll...
Windows?
Yeah, no, I don't want to build a table there.
Is this going to be in the episode, or...?
Yeah, I'm still recording.
I know.
However,
you're still recording.
I guess we'll channel this out.
One more day with you. One more time.
It's like a clown or a hula girl. I'm Vinaverwama, elf dancer. Interesting. She's come to our library. All right. Thanks all. Check out our stuff. We love you. The end of the last episode got weird. We're not going to go there. And we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys. The word burger and cheese are both part of the definition because there's the word cheese and then the word burger.
If you go to the dictionary, you're going to find a bun and the.
Well, that's because I store my bread inside my dictionary, Joe. And I don't think that has any bearing on what we're talking about.